today's video, we're gonna build a bow. This video is just the bow, and we gotta go find a sapling in the forest. And I got a saw to go cut it down. And when you gotta appreciate that you're taking a life of the tree so we're gonna cut the tree down next, the first step actually. Looking for a sapling. That looks like a really good sapling right there. So you can start cutting it. Try to get the saw out of this. Well, maybe here. Oh, got it. In the wrong places. If you have a bigger one when you're making the bow, make sure you be careful that the tree doesn't fall on you. It's been a hard time without the vise. Oh, Daddy, let it go. Okay, got our sapling tree. Now we just gotta cut it again into the vise. Actually, we maybe not need to.
Hey, you show them that possum hole behind you?
Yeah, we have a possum hole right here.
Okay, probably should cut it right there.
Okay. Might have to cut it a little bit more, but okay, sapling thing. See if it's bendy.
You're gonna have to do a lot of work on it.
Yeah, not bendy right now, but when we cut it with the axe, it probably will. So let's move on to the second step. Second step here, and we're gonna. My dad has already trimmed it down a little bit. We got to trim more. And it's very windy outside right now. And so we're gonna have to cut it on there. So let's move to that. So now we're cutting it now. My dad's gonna start cutting this on it.
So what we're trying to do is we've taken some off the stick, and we're gonna thin it out even more to make it where it'll bend. And then Elijah is going to file it really good and get it nice and smooth before we actually turn it into a bow. We were taking strips of it like that to make it thinner. You got to get it thin enough so it'll bend.
I'm gonna film this whole thing. So, yeah. I think we should stop about right now.
Okay.
So we're on the third part, I think. And we're gonna sand it down so it's smooth, so it's more comfortable and it bends more easily. Get all the rough edges.
we'll have to come back and check them when you're done there. It's gonna take a while.
So we got all the filing done. We have it all done, and we sanded it a little bit. Didn't show that part. And we got a little bit of filing done. Let's move on to the next step. I lost count of steps and I forgot the steps. So we're on the 5th step. My dad told me what step we are. We're gonna, sorry for the fingers and the thing, but we're gonna cut a notch here.
Yeah, we're gonna cut a notch.
Cut a little bit here and cut a little bit here, but keep a little bit in the middle.
This is where our string is gonna attach to the bow, right here.
Go.
So we gotta make it deep enough for the string.
But you gotta do.
Sure. You got a little notch there. Maybe a little bit deeper. See, we got the notch there for the string.
But no, we need to do it on the other side.
Yeah, we'll do it on both sides. Okay, we got the notches there. I'll make it a little bit more bigger. That way the string will hold in here.
But we gotta make the string tight.
Yeah. Okay, we got that one.
Then we flip it over to the other side.
And then after this, we've only got one more step, which is putting the string on.
Then we'll make another video about an arrow.
Don't wiggle the camera around too much. You gotta keep the camera still. Okay, close up. See the little notches there?
Yep.
Okay, now we're gonna get on the string, work on the string.
Okay, let's move on to the 6th step. Okay. So guys, I lost track of steps again, and my dad's gonna do the last step, getting the string together. So we got a ball of yarn, or just a roll of yarn, I think. Then we just did that. So we already tied it on there, and now he's gonna tie it on there.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna bend it, and sometimes it's pretty hard to bend, but we're gonna try our best. And then,
Nice bow. One looking at it in the camera, we're not gonna see it's coming together.
yeah, tie this off. And then I'll show you, I'm gonna pull it back a little bit once we get it tied off. Okay. Now the stiffer, guys, the stiffer a bow is, the farther it shoots. So now we got our bow like that. So we're gonna make our arrows next.
In the next video, we're gonna make our arrows.
Whoops, it came off of there. Let's put it back on.
Gotta get a good tie in there, or it'll fall.
Didn't tie a knot good enough in there.
Quiet out here.
The Indians were pretty smart at how they did this stuff.
I wonder what string they use.
Indians used, they made string out of plant fibers, and they also made it out of sinew from animals. But we're just using this string. Whoops. Okay, we gotta redo this because I gotta.
So I lost track. I messed up my words, so we lost track of how much we got. And my dad is doing the last step, tying the bow together.
Okay, we got our string right here, and this is the really delicate part, because when you make a bow out of a sapling like the Indians did, it can be pretty sensitive. So we got to be really gentle with this. We're going to bend the bow and string it up. Oh, got a little hole there.
Need help?
No, I got it.
Yeah, that should work.
Okay, we got that. Okay, now we're gonna bend it. You see it okay there on the camera?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, gotta tie it tight like that. You gotta tie a knot in it. Indians did this all the time, so they practiced at it a lot, but since we don't do it very often.
Yeah. He had like a bow like in 1960s. He did a bow in 1970s, 80s probably. Now 90s, now 20, now the 2000s, now the 2010s, and the 2020s.
Okay.
He probably made a bow every 10 years.
Now the stiffer the bow is, the farther the arrow shoots. Okay, so here we go. We got our bow right here.
Yep.
See, we're gonna have to make our arrow in the next video.
Yeah.
It's gonna be shooting like that.
And all that.
Nice bow.
So we're gonna move on to the next video. Yeah, I messed it up, but I'll see you in the next video, and subscribe to the channel. So bye.